Good morning, good afternoon, whenever it is you're watching this. Let's give you some insight into your week. First up is going to be the weather. Now, it's New York City in the summer, so the heat and humidity already border on fatal, but what's really going to get you is going to be the smells. Okay, that last part about the smells, not really true. It's going to be really rainy. Good news, going to keep those smells to a minimum. Bad news, you didn't pack your raincoat. Now, the first part of your commute is going to be the bus, which nothing interesting ever happens on the way to the bus or even on the bus. Yeah, it's pretty much true. Nothing happens on the way to the bus, just a nice quiet stroll through the neighborhood. Bus ride's pretty boring. That's it. Next up, though, is the actually interesting part of your commute, and that's the 7 train. There's so much to see and do on the 7 train. I mean, you might even see a dog in a bag. Maybe even somebody brings their moped on the train. And also the classic, ever-present, sleeping homeless guy. Present day fact check, true. You probably won't see too many dogs in bags or anyone bringing their moped on. Not that they're one-time deals, but sometimes you're just not in the right car, situational awareness is failing you because you're reading a book and really trying to avoid eye contact with strangers. But sleeping homeless guy, that's a once-a-week occurrence at least in the very car that you're going to be riding in. Now, on your way from the train station, walking into work, you'll almost certainly encounter strike rat. I'm telling you, that inflatable metaphor is everywhere these days. I don't know. Doesn't really seem like you see strike rat that much this week, but I don't know. Maybe it's hard to come by portable air compressors to keep that thing blown up. Who knows? Not really going to be a factor in your week, point being. Alright, so now you have these things called coworkers. Coworkers are great. They help you out, you help them out. Theoretically, that's how the relationship's supposed to work. So it's very important that you're nice to them, treat them with dignity and respect. And, take Ian, for example. Ian's great. So, be nice to Ian. Otherwise, the rest of the office might turn on you. Now, there's going to be a going away party this week as well. Probably the 15th of this year, but who's really counting? Now, let everyone else have their fun. There's no reason to really interact or say much of anything to anyone. Just keep it professional. Talk to your coworkers. They're actually pretty cool. They have fun stories. You've got fun stories. It'll be a good way to bond. The fun time, after work time. That's where you get to see all of your friends, and you might even be so lucky as to catch your buddy Pat on the same train on the way to your fun spot. I guess hope springs eternal. Chances are you're flying solo, but you'll see your pal there at the studio. Now, at some point, you're probably going to wind up at Sullivan's, everyone's favorite hangout. Now, if you wind up there with Nino Gino, it's going to be a great time, but you're probably not going to remember it. Actually, you're going to remember your time at the bar with Gino because around 1 p.m. on Monday, you remember that you're going to have drill every weekend. So, rather than stumbling in hungover, miserable on Saturday morning, you decide to be on your best behavior. And honestly, the drunken behavior that you do observe in Gino is kind of a turn-off to drinking for yourself anyway. So that's your week. Now, you'll probably tell yourself as you get to the weekend that you'll do something constructive like chores, but probably the most constructive thing you'll do is walking Delta.
And it was 4?
Yeah, drill is going to throw you off. You're going to drop off your laundry, get it picked up, maybe do some groceries, but you'll be lucky to get enough sleep, let alone taking the cat for a walk. Anyway, enjoy being only halfway through your 12-day work week. And that's your weekly forecast. Drill's going to be pretty boring as usual. Just make sure that you bring your cat card reader, so you can get some work done. Otherwise, it's really hard to look busy when you can't even do anything. You just gotta walk around, drink water. I don't know, try and disappear for a little while.